Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here. You know who it is. Pretty exciting news from the people over at Vinyl Me Please, the fantastic Record of the Month Club, which I am a part of. They are going to be releasing this month a reissue of Black Sabbath's 1970 sophomore album, Paranoid, with a beautiful purple vinyl with some white marbling, which is of course sourced from the original analog tapes. Just like with other Vinyl Me Please releases, there is a 12x12 art print that comes with this thing as well. If you want this record to come to your door this month, you are going to need to sign up for a Vinyl Me Please subscription by November 15th in order to get a hold of this thing, and of course you will be getting other future VMP releases as well. Link in the description. Of course, the URL is on the screen as well. And here's the review. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, Internet's busiest music nerd, and I'm going to do a quick favorite albums from this past month video. This past month wasn't too fruitful, didn't love too many records, but I'm going to recommend to you some of the records that I think stood out to me at least a little bit from the past 30 days or so. Let's go. One, the new Protomartyr record, The Agent Intelligence, if you're looking for a dark, moody, post-punk album with some pretty cool lyrics and just a, really devilish vibe at some points, then give this record a listen. Gave it a review. I will link all the reviews that I have done for these albums down in the description box, like usual, of course, as well as a link to listen. You're the best. Next, we have the new Joanna Newsom album, Divers. If you're into Joanna Newsom, you should have already listened to this album already, but if you're unfamiliar with her and you're looking for a set of songs that are really expansive and sort of conceptual lyrically, and we've got some really beautiful piano and harp on this record, some arranged instrumentation as well, and of course Joanna Newsom's really eclectic, idiosyncratic voice, give this thing a listen. If you're into Kate Bush, if you're into these artsy singer-songwriters that are kind of odd and difficult to make heads or tails of, then I think this record will most likely be, that musical puzzle that you will enjoy solving until the end of the year. Following that, I also loved the new Game album, Documentary 2.5. West Coast rapper Game came through with a really great sequel to his sequel of the documentary. It's almost like a sequel hip-hop record time paradox. But what I liked so much about this album is that Game gets really personal on a lot of these tracks, conceptual and topical on a lot of these tracks, and the production track for track is really beautiful, and I think he flows through a series of different vibes and production styles and emotions on this album that comes together really cohesively, really nicely. It's a really ambitious record, and I think a really mature record for Game. Total respect for him on this album. Thought it was great. Another record that I thought was really fun from this past month was the new Neon Indian album, Vega International Night School. If you're looking for some analog flavored synth funk that sounds like it came from the past, but it's so nostalgic and oddball that there's no way it could have been from anywhere else but the future, then you're going to want to give this thing a listen. And finally, I will give a shout out to the new The World is a Beautiful Place and I'm No Longer Afraid to Die album, Harmlessness. This album fuses some indie rock and pop punk and emo and post-rock together into a series of songs that I didn't think I would like as much as I did. I think some people have been a little disappointed with the band changing their style as much as they have on this project, but I think a lot of the music here is pretty beautiful. It's idyllic, and when the lyrics actually do shine through as saying something that carries quite a bit of weight to it, I think the record really hits emotionally. And yeah, those are the records that I think that you should be checking out from this past month. I like you. Thank you for watching my videos all the time. I appreciate it. La, la, la. Musician, have you given this record a listen? We just came in from the transition. Every review I do, I am on a mission. Tell you what I think about the album, just listen. Tell me what you think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best. Love you. Oh yeah. This is for a great albums video. All these albums are good. I think all these albums are great. Have you heard them? And if you haven't, then check them out. What albums from this past month were some of your favorites? I hope you're well. Forever.